Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda. I'm Mr. Sepulveda, and again, a big thank you guys for supporting this channel. When we reached 500 subscribers recently, I put out a community poll asking you guys to vote on a single color, and that color was going to mean that I was going to think of 50 characters that come to mind when I think of that color. And of course, the color that you guys voted for was the color blue. And so I created a poster with a little over 50 blue characters. And I hope you guys are excited about it. This has been a really big challenge. First off, this is the most characters I've ever drawn in a single art piece. And then two, I honestly spent, and I looked at the time for all the recordings, I spent approximately 29 hours creating this poster that you guys are currently watching. And I know there's some things in there that aren't 1,000% perfect. When you're drawing when you're doing a drawing challenge, like drawing a huge number of characters, one of the biggest issues or one of the biggest things you have to think about is placement of your characters. And I think when I was going through this, I didn't necessarily have that in mind. I didn't know where I wanted all my characters to be, didn't know how I wanted them to interact with each other, if I wanted them to interact with each other. And I think as I was exploring through this art process, I eventually kind of came to figure out how I want it to go and where I want to be able to place some of my characters. So I think if I ever attempt a challenge like this, I don't think I'll necessarily do 50 characters, but I will definitely think about placement for all these characters and how they're going to be. I've had a whole bunch of blue characters that I wanted to incorporate, but I didn't because I found some other blue characters to kind of put into those places. And so you'll kind of see it within this time lapse, how that's going to happen. I will have a video that shows you a time-lapse version of the 29 hours. That's a lot easier to see. It's a lot more zoomed in and a lot easier to see me actually drawing the characters. This is the Clip Studio Paint time-lapse, and so it's a lot more zoomed out than I would like it to be. But either way, you guys get to kind of see the process and see some of the characters in there. Like, if you guys are as old as I am, then you guys know what Kids Next Door is, and so I ended up putting in numbers 2 and 5, and that was their names instead of numbers 2 and 5. There was Huckleberry Hound, right? Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens. You had Blue from Blue's Clues, Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. We have Gonzo, we have Squidward, we have a couple of Adventure Time characters. So I try to, we have Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. So I try to put a variety of characters in this just to kind of see if you guys could actually figure out who was going to be in here, if you could name them all, name a majority of them, or if you had one character that came to mind and see if it's on here. The big thing about this poster is because it was our big 500 episode, right? I ended up telling you guys that this is going to be a free art piece, and I'm keeping to that word. So if you guys want the line work for this poster, you can download the line work down below. If you want the full colored version of this poster, that's also available down below in the description, okay? And guys, again, big thank you. Can't thank you guys enough for everything. Thank you guys for all the interactions within the poll. I feel like on this journey to become a better artist, I think doing something like this is definitely beneficial. I would definitely recommend you guys attempt something like this. Maybe not necessarily to the same scale, but definitely try this challenge out. I think I'm going to do it again in the future with a different color, whether it be red, orange, purple, yellow. Definitely have my mind on green. There's definitely a lot I've got there on my mind for that. But anyways, guys, any feedback you guys can provide in the description down below. Let me know if you guys really enjoyed the art pieces. Let me know if any of the characters that you wanted to be on here are here. Even if there's characters that I didn't put on here, let me know down below, right? What characters were you thinking I was going to add, right? I did have a list of characters like Sailor Mercury from Sailor Moon and, a few other blue anime characters that I was thinking of. And I actually also thought about Bluey just because, that would have been a really good fit for this. But again, I didn't add those characters in, but they were definitely on my list. So I just wanted to honorably mention those guys right here. I'm going to let the rest of this video play out. Guys, I hope you watch it all the way through. I hope you guys give me some feedback about what you guys think about these characters. Again, I poured 29 hours into this poster to not only become a better artist, but to obviously thank all 500 of you guys for being here and supporting me, okay? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you all next Tuesday for our regularly scheduled video. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.